Paint was really, really clogged in that first half, but that second half, Giannis grabbed the plunger. In that second half, Giannis grabbed the plunger and he unclogged that toilet, he unclogged that lane, and he got to it. 20 plus points in the second half. I mean, he was wheeling, he was dealing, he was having people kneeling on the ground. It was crazy. So y'all just let CJ F up the game. Y'all let CJ F off the game, letting the shot clock go down and just throwing up some BS and getting blocked and just looking crazy and making bad shots and making bad decisions. All I see is long leg strides. Welcome to the FellowRetro Show episode 2. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about the games from tonight, October 28th, the NBA games. We had some doozies, but then we had some good ones as well. We got a lot to talk about today, so go ahead and buckle up, buckle in. We ready? You ready for this ride? Let's go. We're going to start it off. We started off with a question. Who do y'all like more? Not as a player, because it's going to be a landslide. Who do y'all like more in that mid-range? Maybe this is going to be a landslide regardless, because Shea is the Mr. MVP, Mr. 50 ball, Mr. You touch me, I'm going to the free throw line. Mr. You touch me, it don't matter, I'm still going to make that mug. Mr. I make the contact, but how you get the foul, and I still make that mug. Kings versus OKC. I'm looking at DeMar DeRozan. I'm just seeing him just, I'm just seeing, like, he not even pump faking these dudes. He not even trying to jab. He not playing. Like, he's just straight, give me the ball. Mid-range. 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 It's automatic. It's such a high-scoring league that those 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. I think he got like 2 and 1s, so he didn't make them 3-pointers. But for the most part, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. You'll see, and you'll be like, damn, DeMar, man, how much he got? But does he got a 50 ball as well? And then you look at the stats, and you're like, 19? How are we watching the same game here? Like, are we watching the same? Am I tripping? Am I watching something else? But 2 points plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 don't be adding up as much. It don't add as much as when you hit that 3, then that 2, then that 3, then that 2, then that 3. But OKC takes this one 101, 107. They were down for pretty much the majority of the game. There's no excuse. I'm talking about there is no excuse for the Kings. Man, the Kings suck. I know I can't talk as a Pelicans fan, but bro, the Kings are not a good basketball team, bro. They just not. You see all of these players, and it's just like you get a whole bunch of players and you put them on a team together and you be like, they'll make it work. They got to make it work. They ain't got no defense. Bro, there's so many holes in this team. It's crazy. No Chet, no J-Dub tonight. They had OKC down by double figures, by double digits. Mitchell showed up for OKC tonight. Wiggins showed up. Dort hit some tough threes. He was hitting them mugs in the fourth quarter. Like, I'm talking about, I don't know. Dort got the green light, whether it's brick, whether it's clank, or whether it's swish. He's shooting that mug and he don't care, because he know he gonna give a whole 100% on the defensive end. So he like, hey, if I'm going 100% on this defense, I'm getting that rock and I'm shooting it. Shea 30 tonight. OKC goes to show, great team. They play for each other. Lou Dort had the end of the game, interview, whatever it's called, end of the game interview. You just saw everybody just surrounding them, just showing them a whole bunch of love. Like, they play for each other, and that's why that team's gonna be good for a long time. There's a few teams out here that have 2 players that are like on the same level, so you're like, okay, who's my number 1? I know Paolo's my number 1. I know JT's my number 1, but who's really gonna be number 1? Shea is gonna be number 1, numero uno, every single night. And it don't matter who's hurt. It don't matter if they gotta call up niggas from the G League, if they gotta grab the 12th man on that bench. They gonna show up, they gonna show out, and they gonna ball with smiles on their face. Shout out to OKC I'm not even gonna say putting the belt to the crown of the Kings. I'm just gonna say the Kings they just messed this one up. They flopped, they sold, they choked, whatever you wanna call it, however you talk where you're from, that's what the Kings did. Sabonis is trash. I don't care how many rebounds. I don't care, bro. He could grab 50 rebounds. He is not good. He doesn't establish himself on the offensive end. He definitely doesn't establish himself on the defensive end. I mean, he is barbecue chicken down there in that paint. It don't matter who it is. He'll grab boards, but any and everybody is going into that paint on him. I mean, there was one player at the end of the game where he was out of position and he just did something just stupid, just gave somebody an and one dunk. Just like why are you putting your hand out there and just fouling somebody to foul somebody to give them extra points? Like, bro, like, come on now. Like, you already getting cooked in the paint. You getting floaters all over the top of your head. You getting laid all in. You getting your chest pushed in. Like Draymond stomping it, just moving all out the way. Just it's bad for the Kings right now. It's real bad. I don't really see it getting much better if Sabonis don't step it up. He is just playing terrible, in my opinion. I don't think that whenever he's on the court, it's just nothing that he's doing besides rebounding at a high level enough to keep the Kings going and to get them over the hump. I mean, you got Levine, Mr. I want to score. You got DeRozan, Mr. I want to score. Yes, these guys can play make, but that's not their main thing. They didn't come over here thinking like, oh, I'm finna play make. They probably came over here thinking like, oh, man, who gonna take my shots? You know, who gonna take my shots away from me? But now you got Westbrook. He's playing good. I mean, Westbrook's gonna give you 100% every single night, whether it's scoring, whether it's assisting, whether it's rebounding, whether it's turning the ball over. You know what you're gonna get from Westbrook. I like Schroeder as a point guard, but they gotta figure it out. They just have to, because this team ain't it. Speaking of a team that isn't it, that I was completely wrong about. I know it's really early in the season, but last episode I was talking about Giannis and friends. If Giannis don't do nothing, then they can't do nothing. That Bucks team, Rollins is, well, I don't know who Rollins is. And maybe call me a casual, I don't know, but Rollins showed out tonight. I really like Cole Anthony coming off the bench, bro. That man is a real deal spark plug. I mean, he is collapsing the defense because he plays so fast. It was a lot of dump downs, a lot of quick little passes to Giannis. He's getting shooters wide open. You already know what AJ Green gonna do. He only had like 9. I don't even think he had double digits, but hey, let him shoot that thing. Giannis was terrible in the first half. He didn't have double digits until I think it was 2 minutes left in the first half, and they were down by 12. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Those were the mental notes I'm taking while watching this. I'm like, yo, the team is lifting. The team is here. I mean, it was a close game. New York went on a little bit of run. You know, JB, you know what Jalen Brunson's gonna do. He was cooking in that first half. And we talking about the first half, because the first half and the second half is 2 different pictures. It's 2 different. You know, like whenever you edit in a picture, or whenever like it's trying to show you like the before, it's trying to show you like what you look like versus what you can make the picture look like. That was that game right there. That was 2 different halves. It was day and it was night for the Knicks. It was day and it was night for the Bucks. The Bucks supporting cast did awesome. I mean, they just played a good game in that first half, and Giannis was not coming along with them. He didn't know how he wanted to attack the defense. He was getting by all of the players. He had like 4 bodies on him. He just wasn't making the passes. He wasn't scoring. He wasn't being aggressive enough. But everybody else, when Giannis was on the bench, everybody else was playing good. So I'm thinking like, hold on, if Giannis could just do something in that second half, this can become a game again. And boy, was I right. I was right on that take right there. Let's talk about the first half still. They went into the halftime. The score was 71. What was the score? 71-59 or something crazy like that. The Knicks score, all I know is the Knicks scored 71. Yes. What 80s teams and 70s teams was scoring in a whole basketball game, the Knicks scored in the first half against the Bucks. I'm talking about transition defense was bad. Rotations were bad. Just the defense in general is bad. Miles Turner, I don't know what he's doing out there, but we ain't gonna talk about Miles Turner because they got the win. It was a good team win, but that's supposed to be your guy. Like, that was the guy that you're like, yo, Giannis, stay. We're going to grab Miles Turner. We're going to get you a stretch big. We're going to get you somebody that can, you know, stretch the floor for you, so it's not Brook Lopez down there in that paint. Even though Brook Lopez was, you know, stepping it out. Paint was really, really clogged in that first half, but that second half, Giannis grabbed the plunger. In that second half, Giannis grabbed the plunger and he unclogged that toilet. He unclogged that lane and he got to it. 20 plus points in the second half. I mean, he was wheeling. He was dealing. He was having people kneeling on the ground. It was crazy. There was a play in the second half for Giannis blocked Miles Bridges. Not Miles Bridges. Mikal Bridges, right? So, I'm talking about Miles Bridges think he got a wide open layup. He going for the layup. Here come Giannis. Smacked it off the backboard, right? So you thinking like, okay, you know, go Bucks. Go Deer. Run. Giannis just got the block. Hey, go score a bucket. The ball comes off the backboard. Gary Trent Jr. is coming, and I'm talking about I'm watching it, but I'm paying attention to Giannis because I'm thinking like in my head I'm thinking like they gonna miss this layup or something gonna go wrong. So he blocked the ball, boom, the ball flies. So Gary Trent's probably about like at the half court. Giannis is still up under the rim because he's got to get on the ground from jumping in the air and smacking it. All I see is long leg strides come all the way down the court. Gary Trent's he's not looking. He's not using his rearview mirrors at all. He's not using his peripheral. He just went up with some BS. He missed. Giannis blocked the shot on one end, hauled ass all the way to the other end. Knew Gary Trent was gonna miss. Grabbed the ball off the miss, grabbed the rebound, and dunked it back in. I'm like, yo, it's crazy. It's fun to watch. I tell you that. It's fun to watch. Rollins played well. Shout out to him. I don't know much about him, but hey, I'm watching the NBA. I'm here. I'm gonna be here with the podcast. I'm gonna be here with the content. So maybe, maybe he's one of them guys. Cole Anthony, 9 assists. I told you I liked what I saw from whenever he came in the game. Now let's go ahead and talk about 40 points in the second half for the Knicks. That's one thing. Whenever you watching the game, whenever you talking sports, whenever you chopping it up, whenever you giving your analysis, your opinion, don't matter if you're being serious or you trolling, you got to look at it from both sides. The Knicks scored 71 points in the first half and only 40 in the second. What can that be a testament to? Maybe them just playing all the minutes in the first half, just running all like... I'm talking about that looked like two different teams. And the Bucks defense ain't even all that good. Like they don't even have the personnel to really play real good defense. I mean, we doing a Where's Waldo on Cat right now. We doing a Where's Waldo on Miles Turner. Like where are these guys at? Like where is Cat when you need him? Like where is Miles Turner? They got the win, so we're gonna talk about Cat. That's 2 games in a row where Cat has just been a cat. Like not a lion, not a tiger. He's been a house cat. I mean, he ain't been doing nothing. I'm hearing all this praise about, the Knicks got the best defense. They got the best wing defenders. I mean, they got OG. They got Mikal. I mean, OG was looking like a G. OG was looking like, switch those initials around. OG was looking like go. He was looking like G-O, like go. Get the fuck out of there. Every time I'm talking about, I don't know why it was OG on Giannis. I don't know what they thought I don't know if OG took that assignment or if they just thought OG just hold your own and everybody else coming because they weren't playing a one-on-one. That's how everybody else was getting involved. That's why Giannis's game has very, very been much improved. His passing, he might not be a Jokic passer. He might not be a Luka passer. But the one thing that he does have in common with those guys is the whole defense is going to be focused on him. And he has the vision. He has the strength. He definitely got the strength. I'm seeing him throw. I'm seeing him throw strikes. I'm seeing him throw bullet passes, hold square. I'm seeing him throw bullet passes to these dudes, and all you got to do is hit your shots when you play with Giannis. But yeah, OG, he was just in a bad position all night. He couldn't really ever establish himself on the offensive end because he was just probably so tired and so bruised and confused from defense. I'm talking about he basically played that whole game on his heels. Like every time, like he's trying to be on Giannis, and then next thing you know, he's underneath the rim. It was crazy. It was bad for the Knicks. Hopefully they bounce back. 76ers Wizards. Woo! Woo! What? Hey, that was a thriller. What they say? That was a thriller right there, man. I had a lot of take. I got a lot to talk about with this game. It's crazy because you wouldn't expect the Sixers and the Wizards to be one of my favorite games of the night and one that I got up on my seat about a lot of things. I mean, on the Wizards side of things, the 76ers side of things, mad about on this side, mad about on this side, happy about on this side, happy about on this side. Let's just go ahead and dive into this game right here. Sixers win in overtime, 139-134. There's a lot to take away from this game. There's a lot to take away from this game on both sides. I mean, let's just start with the winners. Let's start with the winners. Let's talk about the 76ers, and let's talk about what I liked, and let's talk about what I didn't like. What I like is Tyrese Maxey. What I don't like is not having VJ involved as much. This man is a certified bucket getter. I'm talking about his not coming into the league was like, we know he's hella athletic. We know he's going to bring it on the defensive end. We know that he can drive with the best of them, but can he shoot? Can his shot be NBA level? And man, is it. I mean, man, is it? I might have to start calling him Mr. 4-pointer because my boy is hitting 3-pointers. Bro's hitting 3-pointers, turning them into 4-point plays like it ain't nothing, like clockwork. But he didn't get involved like that as much in this game, and I have one person to blame for that, and that is Joel Embiid. Yes, that's my gripe. Shout out to Maxey. We know what Maxey gonna do. Maxey is just crazy. Maxey is just like, he's just like one of those guys that's just like, no matter what, he gonna play hard, he gonna play fast, he gonna laugh, he gonna make you have fun, he gonna make you like him even though you're going against him. Be like, damn, nigga, you scored that, man, good shot. Like, he's just a good player. But Joel Embiid, man, like, I really like the Sixers without Joel Embiid. I know that that's their franchise player. And whenever he's in the game, it seems like they force him to get into the offense, which isn't bad. He could still score the ball with the best of them, but his defense, like, you got to have Bona in there. You got to have Bona bowing people up in there. You got to have Boa in there. Boa constricting people, choking them out on the defensive end, smacking balls. You got to have bro. You got to have Bona in there. You just have to. He might not be nowhere near offensively gifted as Joel Embiid. I know that's your clog. I know that's the engine to your car, but you might have to put that engine on the bench. I don't know, man. Maybe with Joel coming off the bench. I know that's crazy. I know it's crazy to say, but when I watch this team play without him, they just can play so fast. They don't have to worry about, like, it's nothing against Joel. He's had injuries. He's a big dude, but they just can't play as fast, and he was getting cooked. I'm talking about he was getting cooked on the defensive end, and you know Joel Embiid's pride is high. Like, you know he has pride. So I'm talking about, Sarr is giving it to him. I'm talking about from the beginning. I'm talking about Sarr is giving it to Joel Embiid. He is like pounding that rock. Like, he is, boom, running into his chest. Like, boom, hey, step out here. You ain't stepping out here on the street. I'm talking about he is killing Joel Embiid. He is like talking about throwing him on the grill, tossing him off the grill, putting him back on the grill, throwing him back. He was going crazy on Joel Embiid, and it wasn't like Joel Embiid wasn't trying. He just couldn't do nothing with the young man. But Joel Embiid's pride is so high, so big, that he was like, bro, give me that ball right back, and I'm going right back at him. Hey, Sarr cooked Embiid. Embiid grabbed that ball, and he was like, yo, hey, I'm finna get my get back, whether I make it or not. Hey, I missed. Hey, we're coming back down the second time. Give me the ball again. I do like his vision. There was a give and go he had with Maxey late in the game where he got Maxey wide open for a dunk. There was one play where, like, Joel Embiid had the ball, like, at the top of the key, and it looked like he was about to post, but Quentin Grimes, like, wrapped around him and kind of, like, Joel's so big, so whenever Quentin Grimes, like, defender was chasing him, he kind of had got, like, I don't know if he hit him, but he got lost in the sauce. And then Joel Embiid hit him with a nice bounce pass. So Joel Embiid's vision's nice. I do like him as a passer, but I really like this team without Joel Embiid in the game just because of the defensive versatility. They don't really have that many good defense. With Tyrese Maxey being your point guard, you know he's probably going to get beat a lot. So having a dim down there, bowing it out, choking people out, and doing it right, doing it the right way, doing defense right, man. Tyrese Maxey had did this to a dim. I mean, a dim was nice. He had the lights real dim for the Wizards. The 76ers were down 10 points with 2 minutes to go. It was crazy. It was a thriller. Tyrese Maxey doing what he do. Quentin Grimes pulling up from deep. But let's talk about the Wizards. Let's talk about Keyshawn George. That boy's a bucket, ain't it? I mean, I don't watch much of the Wizards, but I know that dude right there might be their best bucket getter. I thought it was Trey Johnson, but it might be Keyshawn George, and it's a crime. Somebody needs to be locked up. Somebody needs to be put away for not letting Keyshawn get one shot in that final 2 minutes. But bro, you see your lead is slipping away. You're up 10 with 2 minutes to go. And why does CJ McCollum have the ball in his hand so much? Like, what is he doing, bro? This is not the Trailblazers, bro. Like, what are you doing? Keyshawn didn't touch the ball that whole time. And then the last play of the game. I mean, I guess it's not bad. Wizards fans, y'all let me know, how did y'all feel about that last play of the game? I know he missed for Chris Middleton, So y'all just let CJ F up the game. Y'all let CJ F off the game, letting the shot clock go down and just throwing up some BS and getting blocked and just looking crazy and making bad shots and making bad decisions. So y'all let one vet basically salt the game away from you. And then you put the ball in the vet's hand at the end of the game. And you already knew they was going to lose in OT after that. That just had me heated. I'm thinking like, bro, you don't even let Keyshawn get 1 or 2 shots in that 2-minute span. Like, I don't see how that happened. I mean, this is a young team. You got to let the youngins rock. You have to. Having vets is cool and all, good and all, but when it comes to winning the game, when it comes down, or maybe they wanted to lose. I don't know. Maybe they didn't look like they wanted to lose. The youngins was out there hyped. They was playing. Everybody was playing for each other. Everybody shooting. Everybody having a good time, but that just threw me off. CJ he just made me really, really mad for the Wizards. I'm not a Wizards fan. I'm not even close to DC, but that right there it'll make anybody mad if you a basketball fan. Seeing him just throw that game away basically by himself. And then the last play of the game, you give it to Chris Middleton. You don't give it to one of your youngins. It's just, that was crazy. You go into OT, not Chris Middleton, CJ McCollum still is high. He's still tripping. It was crazy. It was crazy work. But like I said, shout out to the 76ers. I mean, sometimes bad teams are bad. You know, bad teams are bad. You got to take advantage, and they sure did. You know who else is really just that good? LaMelo. LaMelo Ball is a really, really good basketball player. I mean, nobody's over here trying to say the smartest or the best at this or a future Hall of Famer. I'm just talking about whenever you talk about the game of basketball, he is good at that. We're going to talk about the Heat, and we're going to talk about everybody heating up. And I'm talking about everybody was shooting. I'm talking about no Norman Powell. No Tyler Hero. I'm thinking like, okay, this is a Bam game. You know, this is a Bam game or a Jaime game. This was a Jaime game. I told y'all last episode, I'm really, really high on Jaime, and I like the way that bro's playing. He's playing within the offense, but then again, Spoelstra's putting the ball in his hands and saying, hey, go. Like, go. And I said something crazy last game. Not last game. I said something crazy. It wasn't really crazy, but it was what I saw. I said, Jaime, he's aggressive and he has the strength and he has the build to get into that paint, but I just don't see him like rising up or doing nothing like that. But he does get in there, tough layups, he draws contact, he gets to the free throw line, and he can hit a shot. But there was 10 seconds remaining in the half. Jaime had the ball. I'm talking about, I ain't know what he was about to do. 9 seconds, 8 seconds left. Like, what is he about to do? And all I see is this. Bro just ran and just straight dunked that mug. He hit the ground. It looked like he was laid out. It was crazy. I just wanted to give a shout out to that play right there, because I said in the last episode, I was like, Jaime just not, he got the build. He could get in there and get tough layups. I just don't see him just rising up. And he literally just rised up, and he was up there. He slammed it, and he got slammed. He slammed himself. Really just shout out to the Heat. I mean, everybody was shooting. Claire Ware, I knew he could like step out a little bit, but bro was literally a center. I'm talking about, he is a defensive center, and he is literally just standing out there on the 3-point line. Like not just like standing there just like not engaged. Like a 7-foot+ center is on the 3-point line that's known for his defense. He's on the 3-point line literally looking for a shot and splashing the mugs. No hesitation. Bam, doing the same thing. I'm thinking like, if your 2 best defensive players, your 2 big men, are stepping it out to the 3 and hitting them with no hesitation, it's just like, it was just a good game for Miami. But let's talk about LaMelo, y'all. Let's talk about LaMelo. And he's not really a selfish player like that. He makes tough shots. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes you'll see him like take deep threes, or see him take like go in the paint and throw something up. You might be like, yo, like maybe you could have made a pass there, or maybe you could have did that. But he can make those shots. Like some people can just make those shots, and he makes those tough shots. They were down 16 at half. And I think the first play from the Hornets, Melo had the ball. He passed it off to somebody else. They kind of had got like, you know, smothered. They gave it back to Melo. Instead of Melo it was still a lot of time left on the clock. Instead of Melo like just being like, hey, F it, we down. Let me just shoot and go crazy. Like he had like, I don't know what he did. He did like a behind the back pass to Concanipple for a 3. Like he was still passing the ball and getting up off the rock. He sees a mismatch. He sees Larson for the Heat on Miles Bridges. And he's like, hey, Like he had did like this, like he had passed the ball to Miles Bridges. He was like, go after him. Like he can't stop you in the paint. Hey, put your head down, put your shoulder into him and get the bucket. And he got the bucket. So I'm just watching him and I'm just like, yo, this dude right here, he's not just a chucker. It don't matter if anybody on the Hornets can make shots or not. What they can't do is play defense. I mean, oh my goodness, that defense is bad. Losing 117 to 144 is crazy, but it didn't feel like a blowout, which is wild. Like I'm watching this game, and even though it was a blowout, the whole game didn't feel like a blowout. It felt like it was like back and forth. It was a game of runs, and then Miami just ended up just going crazy with the threes. On the Hornets side of things, we talked about LaMelo, but Comical, bro, that dude right there is a hooper. I told y'all, it was either him or Fears, in my opinion, as a Pelicans fan. Like, I was literally, like, I wouldn't be mad at either or, because both of them can score, but Con has the playmaking ability. There was a few moments in that game right there where Con was just passing people open, like doing the Jokic type of, like, I'm not gonna give it to you where you have to think about it. Like, I'm gonna lead you into making a shot. So, and he was making his shots, he was making his open shots. Bro is a pure shooter, pure scorer. Shout out to Con. Just shout out to that game in total. Like, I was just surprised. I was impressed with both teams, no matter if it was a blowout or not. But we'll go ahead and wrap it up with the old mobile, the old bowl, the old heads, whatever you wanted to call this game. It basically was that very low scoring game. 79 to 98, had all the unks out there. Once I saw Draymond, the first play, literally the first point score was Draymond hitting a three. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be one of them games. It's gonna be one of them games right here, man. It was just a really good effort on the Warriors. Everybody played well. I mean, Post was out there. You would think Post, you're thinking like Post, you know, do you play in the post? No. He was on that 3-point line, making it rain, making it splash. Jimmy hitting shots, playing aggressive, playing downhill. Curry, he was really more of in his facilitator bag tonight. The assists may not match up, but just watching the game, it just seemed like he was more like, he was like, I'll score if I have to, but he was like, bro, like, let everybody do it. Like, let's let everybody have a good time. Let's let everybody score. I don't have to go too crazy every single night. Let's save that for the real games where I have to go crazy. Tonight, bro, just let everybody else cook. I mean, Brandon Pajemski. Who else got some love up in there? I already mentioned Post. Moody hit some good tough shots. Kuminga had some shots here and there. It was just I mean, they didn't even score 100 points, so it's not like everybody scored. But for 98 points, everybody played a part, if you get what I'm saying, because you could do 16, 20, 12, 8, 9, 9, and then look, that's already about 98 points right there. So I think everybody on the Warriors end played good. Clips, I said it in my last video, man. I said it in the last episode. I said it in episode 1. The Clippers are gonna go as far as Kawhi Leonard takes them. And like I said, I don't know what that means. I don't know how far Kawhi's gonna go, but if Kawhi don't score 30, they do not win. Very aggressive showing tonight from James Harden. Shout out to James Harden, but you saw, like, take away the score. Like, if you just listening to this and you did not watch the game, you would think like, what do you mean Kawhi Leonard? This was a blowout. This was not a blowout. The second unit for the Clippers is trash, and they didn't do nothing. I mean, whenever you trade Norman Powell, your spark plug, and you get back John Collins and CP3, I know that wasn't in the trade. I'm just saying, you get John Collins, you get CP3 to basically replace what Norman Powell brought, and Bradley Beal, but we didn't talk about Bradley. He didn't play. That's just not a good trade-off. John Collins only plays good in transition. He plays good being a screener and roller. They're not using him like that. CP3 and John Collins, I feel like, have to be on the floor at the same time, because CP3 is not really looking to score. He's looking to pass. John Collins can score and he can get his own bucket. He has shown that in Utah, but he just has not shown that yet with the Clippers. But let's get back onto Kawhi. Kawhi he might be one of the best scorers in the league. I'm not even talking about points per game. I'm saying, like, bro, watch this man. Like, just watch him. Turn on a Clippers game. Turn on that Warriors game. Watch it for the first half and just cut the game off. Just watch it for the first half and cut the game off. The way that Kawhi Leonard just scores, his hand is so big, so he could pump you, and then he could still, like, dish it. Like, he could pump, dish, come back. He had one move where he had, like, took another step, spins again, and laid it up. He's just a great scorer. I think whenever Kawhi was scoring and whenever he was going back and forth and he was like getting them buckets and he was just going crazy, that was a close game. But you put Kawhi to the bench, you let his knees heal, you let his knees rest, The Warriors still got youngins. The Warriors still got a whole bunch of people on that team they were still going. Everybody was still playing for each other. While you bringing in CP3 up off the bench, and he got to play by 6 possessions before he get warmed up. And you got to play John Collins. You got people over there on that Warriors bench with like Brandon Pajemski. He ain't start tonight. He coming off the bench. You know he hype. You know he gonna throw up shots whether they go in or not. And he gonna be running in trying to get his own rebound from his miss like flight. That was a good game for the Warriors. Clippers, like I said, I mean, I'm not sold on them. I just know Kawhi Leonard I think he's top 10 right now. I mean, if not top 10, he's number 11. The way that he just gets buckets is it's just nice. He just gets buckets. He's just good. He's just good. Sometimes what KD said, sometimes you just gotta, sometimes you're good. If you're good, you're good. If you're not, you're not. If you know what I'm talking about, hit that like button. I appreciate everybody who made it to the end of this video. I mean, we here, episode 2.